and I'm looking over here, and I'm looking over there. But it says, wait, and look, we're accumulating a lot of chat. But this is not. It says we're not live for 14 more minutes over here. There's a lot of people chatting.
Mine says live 12 seconds ago.
But mine's not spun up yet for some reason. No idea why. Anyway, so we'll get back over here. I'm going to go all the way as far as it'll let me go. Drone shots. Jody, glad to have you in the house. Kira's show was asking for a full monetary, and I said granted, but he said cash only, or cash holy. I don't know, cash only. And Chuck saying happy Valentine's Day, and a happy Valentine's to all the people here with us, and glad to have you here. And if you don't mind, at some point during the stream, please give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. Basically, tonight's show is not really about Valentine's, unless you want to discuss it. Like I got my wife some flowers. She's been kind of under the weather. We're going to celebrate basically, next month when our anniversary comes around. Let me see if it's actually coming up now. Yeah, I had to refresh the page on YouTube to get it to show live. That's crazy. Now I got to mute my mouth. There we go. All right, and Joe, glad to have you in the house. And he's saying howdy, howdy. And everybody's saying happy, what was it? Martyred Saint Day? Okay. Stephen Drones. Hello. Johnny Drone Flyer. I'm trying to catch up with the 10-minute gap in between when we got him. And Chris Hope. Hello, Mr. Hope. Glad to have you as well. I know they're going up fast. I'm just trying to get caught up here. Let's see. Wait a minute. Akira Show saying a day featuring a martyred saint, a winged baby, armed with a bow and arrow. What kind of crap fest is this? It's it's a commercial fest. It's another way to bilk dollars from your wallet. I mean, I was happy to get my wife flowers, but it was ridiculous what I had to pay to get those flowers. That's just
was it a dozen roses, Bill?
No. It was like what was it? I got it from Stadium Flowers.
Mixed bouquet.
Yes. It was a mixed bouquet. It was actually for indoor plants. This comes in a big planter so she can keep it growing.
Okay. So live. It's a live plant.
Yeah. And it has like the little miniature flower roses in it, and like some violets and daisies. Anyway, it's kind of got like a little hummingbird pick in it, which is pretty. So which I thought was cool. John, what you doing? Hey, glad to have you in the house. Who is trading chocolate for sexual favors? I have the best Hawaiian chocolate in the world, and here on my cupboard, so I don't need to be trading for anything. Thank you, though. Anybody want to trade with Warren for sexual favors? Who has the chocolate? Who has the favors? I guess that's the important question. And John telling everybody, hey, Chris, what was it? You got to have a willing partner. Yes. Yes. John saying international man of mystery. Chris saying hello to him. I'm slowly catching up. Dusty, East Coast Thrills, glad to see you as well. Who here, what was it? Who here nether regions can bought with a box of chocolate? Lee McCready, glad to see you as well. Da-na-na-na. Let's see. I'm trying to get everybody trying to see for somebody new that I might have missed. Johnny Drone Flyer, glad to have you in the house. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you very much for being here. I'm trying to get to the Max there saying, wait a minute, you gotta say it. DJI sucks. It's gotta be one or two messages down. Oh. I thought this was the one day that it didn't rule, that we got a little payback. Technically about it, because it's really 364 days are that day. We only get one day out of the year. Maybe anniversary. That's it. Maybe anniversary. It's not Valentine's Day. You're right. Okay. Let's see. Flowers triple the price I bought. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. But like I said, hey, Charles Galuski, good to see you as well. That's why I brought her indoor plants, so maybe it'd last longer. Because like cut roses last, maybe a week and then they're done.
Not even that long.
Yeah. Let's see. Anybody new? Hey, Zach's in the house. Good to see you as well. We're about caught up now. Art Code Drone Solutions in the house as well. Am I still echoing over here? Maybe it's coming through my shit. Am I getting an echo on your end, Dale?
No echo.
Okay, cool. Every now and again I'll get one. Okay, I think I've caught up here. All right, so Scott Nadeau just popped in the door. Glad to have you as well. He's saying hi to Art. Okay, so everybody knows. I don't know how many other shows talked about it or whatever. I had brought it up with the guys in our chat about. Everybody knows about Mikey, right? You know, Philly Drone Life. He now it looks like the state is doing it, or who is it?
District. It was U.S. District Court, so
federal's actually.
That sounds feds.
Yeah, so they're actually going through with it now. There we go. So I want to do a share screen, and I'm going to go entire screen. We'll go over here and a share. Okay, what sharing? Okay, I don't want to share the audio. Okay, so you can see right here it says U.S. government takes action against reckless Philly drone life in Philadelphia. Let me copy this link and I will get it to you. I'm not going to go because I don't want to. You all need to go over to his page to check this stuff out. And there we go there. And it should be in the chat now. Okay, so to make a long story short, Mikey's getting taken to court. Some people have talked to him. Ron's talked to him today, as a matter of fact. And supposedly he's in good spirits. He was actually on the local news talking about this very issue. But according to the article, if you read it, and I would really love it for everybody to go read it, it basically says that Mikey is in deep doo-doo, that basically all the stuff that we heard about before is compounded now by him not following the instructions of the FAA, and he was supposedly not supposed to be flying and breaking the laws as he was right now. So, long story short, they're taking him to court. And as of yesterday, according to this article, Mikey is no longer allowed to fly a drone, which apparently was what it was before, and he just didn't listen. So I don't know how it works. What was it?
When I read some of it, it seemed like that, he was flying the drones in places that maybe the city didn't want him to fly.
Yeah.
But he was in the public areas, and he was all flying under FAA rules.
Yeah.
Did he fly over people? Did he do these dangerous things? He says no. I couldn't tell you.
Well, just like if you look, there's also a Channel 6 interview where he says edited video, and he's like, anything can happen and he's always doing the air quotes, edited video, But basically, it seems like, they're going to, I get what you're saying, but why would they waste the time and money to drag his ass into court? Why?
Did he have a court date? Or he has a court date now? Or did he already have it?
Apparently, as of this morning, Ron said he has no paperwork whatsoever.
So this is all just like what's on the interwebs? Yeah,
apparently so. But like I said, they're actually quoting, what's her name? Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? What's her name? Oh, Jacqueline. Jacqueline C. Romero, emphasizing the gravity of the situation, stating, failure to adhere to the safety requirements for flying drones endangers people and property. She further highlighted the responsibilities of all drone operators to comply with regulations and guidance, affirming her office's commitment to enforcing FAA regulations vigorously. Which sounds to me like a propaganda statement, but they got to follow through with the propaganda or it got no juice, right?
Well, is the next person up there is Heron? Are they going to start cracking down on people?
It seemed like I said, I'll go ahead and kill this share. But here's the thing: we're going to go ahead. I want some channels didn't want to discuss this. I'm like Dale and I both don't really see what they're pissed off at Mikey about. I mean, I would think he would have gotten lank. I would have thought he would. And if he's flying above what lank says, which is, if I understand it, that's what they're claiming he's done. He's actually, interfered with airplane flights and stuff. What? Go ahead, Dad.
Well, they say here, it says this includes flight at night in inclement weather, too close to buildings and people, and too close to the airport. So,
Yeah, which is we can do all
you
that
and
stuff.
I know that the first 5 things don't affect anything.
Yeah, and if he's flying near an airport, as long as he's got link, he's fine there too.
Correct.
So what? Well, yes, we understand. He's been warned. We understand that. But really and truthfully, even as a recreational pilot, what has he done wrong? It's a stew issue.
How many Karens are complaining that he was out flying the drone and he was close to people?
He almost hit my grandson. Oh well. Did you see if you look at the Channel 6 example, he should be getting shitloads of subscribers because they've plastered Philly Drone Life's YouTube channel all over the local Channel 6, right?
Yeah.
So and it's showing all kinds of Philly drone, but they're actually showing where he even flies the drone into himself, and he's like, "Oh, it's just entertainment, man. It's just entertainment." So, okay, I can see what everybody in the chat. What do you all think? Is Mikey going? Because, like I said, if you read the article, it says as of yesterday, right, Dale? He's not supposed to fly again. Period. Anything. Is that what you get from it? So somehow he's been served with something.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. Did he get indicted? I mean, did he get served with papers? I mean, the news article says there's a 15-page civil complaint. Civil complaint. Right,
which doesn't hold water anyway. So basically, I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is. I can't see them making a case, putting together a caseload, getting little peons to run and gather up evidence and stuff to put all this, and then now it's just a civil.
And he denies flying too close to an airport. So
yeah, I get all that, and then they would have to show some kind of tracking or something showing that he was closer, but it seems like a bunch of bullshit.
Now he says it doesn't appear that he's Part 107 because he says he's taken the safety test, but not the.
He refuses to take 107.
Yeah,
he refuses to take 107. Well, and see that's to me, and here's the thing, and I brought this point up. Like I said, just yesterday, Billy took a picture of that very same statue in a huge snowstorm. You could see how much snow was actually plastered to William Penn on that side. And I understand, technically, because he has a 107, that's legal. But when other pilots see stuff like this, on Instagram and on YouTube, they're thinking, okay, it's like me driving a car. As long as I'm as safe as he is, I should be able to do that. And when the hobby was young, that's the way it worked. Recreational pilots were allowed the same 400 feet up, out from a structure, above a structure, all that. And then when 107 rolled around, or as I like to say, the money grab, they took all that away and said, oh, no, you can't do that anymore. That's only for these special people that took all this. And I'm grateful to all the 107 pilots and the people that are making a living doing it. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But what I'm trying to say is if you see this on YouTube and you don't know for sure if this one person's a 107 pilot or not, or you've just recently bought a drone because you're thinking, like lots of us do, I'm going to get a drone and make a YouTube channel and I'm going to get 1 million subscribers. Not. So, and then you say, oh, Billy Kyle's doing this. Oh, I can do that too. And then you find out later on, no, you can't. You should have done this. You should have done this. You should have done this. And who was it that was making it? I can't remember exactly who it was, saying that it shouldn't be the individual's fault. It should be the manufacturer selling the product for lack of education's fault. And we're like, that's never going to happen. But that should be the way it is.
So, no, I disagree with that.
That's cool. That's what I was hoping for.
Because the manufacturer, it's a user responsibility, period. Is it Ford's fault that if somebody crashes the car?
Wait a minute. So any device, it's the user's responsibility.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Just checking. So,
Whether it be a car, a drone, or a firearm.
right, I got you. That's totally cool by me too. I'm trying to. Maybe I'm explaining it wrong. How are they going to get educated? How are we going to make it so that they like at least we do train what percentage, like 60-70% of our kids that go through high school do get trained how to operate an automobile, and they take classes and they take tests. That's cool. I get all that, but how are we going to get these people to learn and do things the proper way? And like you said, how are they going after Mikey but not Ken Herron?
Right. I mean, and maybe they will. It's hard to say. It's like how many Karens are out there complaining, making up a stinking noise or whatever it is. Yeah. Now, if you buy a car, they check your license. They check that you have a valid driver's license. So, can you buy a car on the internet? I don't know. But they're private sales too, so you can buy a car and no one's going to check your driver's license when you do a private sale a lot of times.
So that's the extent. That's the extent of what they could do, Dre? He could. Well, okay. What happens if he flies? What happens if he flies against that? If that's what happens,
more fines. I don't know. Maybe, could he get jail time? He could get jail time.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because he was talking about in the interview. He's like, I live in my mom's house now. I don't have any money. I live on welfare. I have no income. So whatever fine they give me, I could never pay. That's his comeback, And he's saying, besides, all my videos are edited videos, which there's another valid point. What all is he chopped out of him? What all did he make look this way or make look that way? Of course, we're all pretty sure that the stew thing's not going to fly. That one's not going to work.
What's the stew thing? I missed that part.
Okay. Every night right after he got in trouble, he kind of created Stu, and Stu was the actual pilot during all the illegal incursions. So he would be like, "Hey Stu, what's going on? Oh, fuck you, man! No, I'm over here flying a drone. It's not Mikey, man. It's not Mikey." That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it was like, if you violate civil order, they can forward the case to DOJ. Yeah, so it may be like you were talking about, maybe where he's snubbing his nose at him, where he's kind of going, "Screw you, I'm gonna do it anyway."
He's looking for four walls and 2 meals or 2 hots and a cot, whatever that is.
Yeah, there you go. But it doesn't. I don't know what to say.
Live off the taxpayer if they want to fine him, right?
Well, he was talking about that he lived with his mom and he was on welfare. But I do know Mikey well enough to know that his big pursuit was YouTube fame, because, excuse me, 4 or 5 years ago, drones were the hottest thing on YouTube. Every other thing was drone. And then it kind of, the candle shrunk and burned out, and, that was the end of that. So now it's like I know some friends that who were talking to me about how they do. They want to do more expanded videos, more cinematic ground footage and stuff, but they find themselves making more drone footage than they do with the actual ground footage, and they're trying to reshape their channel, but they feel like they keep falling back to that niche like a crutch. Does that make sense? And they're not doing like the on the street interview kind of thing, or the panoramic photos of ground level or something like that. And I get all that. That's one of them trial and error things, but I don't know what to think about poor Mikey, because I know Mikey, he's got some issues, like we all got issues, and I worry about him, and I worry that this, I don't want this to cause him any problems, because I know Mikey, I've heard. Well, I don't know him personally because I've never met him. This far away. I've talked to him. I've had him on this show before, and he seems different when you're talking to him one-on-one than the person you see on the camera. Like in the Channel 6 news interview, you see Philly Drone Life come out a couple of times. It's kind of funny because he's trying to be cool with her to begin with. Let me see. Lawrence gave me that link. I'll throw it in there too. He's trying to be cool about it, and then suddenly he's like, Philly Drone Life, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. So let me get this so that you all can see it. Yeah, here we go. I can put it over here. So what did everybody get their significant other for Valentine's Day? Or if you don't have a significant other, what did you buy yourself for what is it they call it? If you don't have Palentine's Day. So you go out with your pals. It's Palentine's Day.
Does that equate to a lot of beer and sausages?
I'm assuming, yeah. I don't have a girlfriend, but I got you guys. I love you guys. No, I don't want anymore. So anyway, order me another 3D printer. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you very much, sir. I want a 3D printer. And then I found out today that Bamboo will actually have the A1s in stock, hopefully around May, late April, early May. So apparently they've had to redo some stuff to get it to long stem roses, red roses. Very nice, Chuck. Very nice. But I wanted to give something to my wife that would last longer than a week and a half. But we'll do more next month because next month's our anniversary. So that's cool. I got my wife weed and chocolate. Very cool. I bet she was a happy camper. Did you give her the weed before the chocolate or after the chocolate? Because I bet she was pissed. If you gave it to her afterwards, I bet she's pissed. Why'd you give this to me? Oh, Ender 3? My old brain don't want to work fast enough for an Ender 3. I want all the simple stuff. So that I can look at my grandkids and go, hey, what do you want? We'll make a Pokemon? Okay, cool. Come back in 15 minutes. Or 4 hours, whichever one.
My wife got me dinner, and then I went to give her her present, and she walked out.
Ooh, cool.
There's actually a reason for that, but so she wasn't just too disappointed or anything. I had done a whole bunch of work around our house, and
I'd seen that you'd been doing a bunch of work.
New stairs in with hard laminate flooring or
very
country
cool.
vinyl plank. But they get dirty. The stairs get dirty, which was the whole reason to get rid of the carpet. And to clean it easier is be easier for the handheld vacuum.
Yeah, one that sucks pretty good, I guess.
Yeah,
not one. Of
I mean, there's not like it's a lot of dirt or anything.
Oh,
so it just needs to be maintenance once a week.
So the enclosure, does that make it kind of like a carbon printer, or does that convert it, or because I think like aren't those the ones like Enders and what's the other one? Crucial? Is it Crucial? No. What is it called? Something with a C. Creative. What is it? What's the other one? I don't know. But anyway, you can like lengthen the bays and stuff and make like super large prints and stuff, and it'll do something like that. Anyway. You can see I don't have a 3D printer, so I don't know the terminology.
Expandability.
Yes. Well, to make larger prints. But he said enclosure. So I'm thinking like I've seen carbon printers and stuff that have like the enclosure around them, or resin printers so that you can...
A resin printer has an enclosure because it's got the UV lights that it uses to curate the resin as you're doing 3D print.
See?
The issue with the like PLA filaments and stuff like that, some of those have to stay dry. And so if you have them in an enclosure, that helps keep them dry too.
Ah, very cool. See, learn something new every... Oh, whoa, I thought I was actually caught up. Oh, the weed is in the chocolate. Oh, very cool. Even better. I don't think we don't sell anything like that in Washington State, I don't think. Do we have candy? We might have candy bars.
Edibles? We got edibles in Washington.
I know we got gummies, but I didn't know about chocolates.
All kinds of edibles.
Probably candy bars. I just didn't realize it. Anyway, took the wife to dinner. Earrings also for birthday. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Makes your back pain go away. Yeah, it makes my back pain go away too. Wait a minute. When there's chocolate dessert, what was there chocolate dessert involved? Was there chocolate dessert? Creality. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. But yeah, like you can like extend it out and you can make like big old prints. But like the one I want just has that standardized plate. You know, it's set plate size. What?
Yeah, Creality makes the Ender.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's the Ender series, so there's different sizes, but you can customize them some.
It sounds like I need to buy a printer, David, so that I understand what the hell I'm talking about. And I can pull my foot out of my mouth, but I do that quite often, so it's going in and out much easier now. No, Andrew, she don't like chocolate. Oh, my wife loves chocolate. Yep, I do my best. I try my best there, Max. What are you buying? I'm looking at a Bamboo A1 printer when they finally are available again. But they won't be available till end of April, 1st of May. Because I actually posted something in Coast to Coast Drones. I looked at the site and it said that they would hopefully be ready in it just says by approximately May. So I'm assuming they've had to redo some stuff on the line or they've had to re-engineer some stuff if they're not expecting them to be out for another couple of months. I don't know. What do you think, Dale? What do you think that would be?
I'll bring that it could be a component that was just failing, or it could have been like the heat, or if there's like, the heater in the feeder to melt the product. If that was burning out, or a MOSFET or something on the board causing failures.
No, I'm not shitting you, John. Hang on, I'll show you right now. I see what John's saying. Wait a minute. Yeah, because I thought the same thing, and then I went to the actual site today. Right? Okay.
You're going to be printing a lot of bin cheese.
Yeah, I'd say my grandkids will go bananas over those, because those will be easy to do. So it's like an activity day. They'll all stay in with me, and everybody will be like, "We're going shopping." Okay, fine. See ya. Yeah. See, here we go. I will share. I'm going to share. Hang on, share. Where are you? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Chinga, share. And come back over here. Kaboom. Okay, let me, wait a minute. Let me hide that back there.
Make it big.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get John's comment out of the way. Okay, as you can see, hang on, let me get over here. Right here, it says lead time. It'll be available around May.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But I like the way they put it, around May. So it could be June. It could be right. It very well could be June. Or it could be April, But this is kind of giving me, they're hoping it'll be ready by then. And they're trying to put the date out far enough to where, they can keep people on the hook, I guess. I don't know. It seems good because they're very vague in the way they say it. Available around, but then you click on it. It's an active button. You can actually, but it doesn't do anything. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. So anyway, but yeah, according to them, around May. around May. Okay. Funny. Ha ha ha. Oh, I guess Caleb's still on the ferry. Okay, here we go. I know now. So you're not able to give opinions on the Soten drone, or
no,
would prefer not to?
I can. I mean, okay, so I flew the drone. I got it to finally fly. One thing that's a little irritating is currently there's only a handful of supported phones if you're flying it with the regular controller.
Yeah.
So like my phone wouldn't work, so we had to buy another phone just to make it so we could get it out and go fly it. And then there's a noticeable, but not bad. It just is noticeable, like delay, like a half a millisecond or something like that. Like if you were to pan, you start panning and you notice on your screen. Now that's totally probably an app thing. I don't think it's related to that. The other thing is that controller is so touchy. Like I was trying to just go straight up, and I started just yawing really easy. So,
Well, there's not that many people over here with it, and maybe they haven't done that extensive a testing since it qualified to be over here. Maybe I don't know.
I'm not totally sure. I mean, they're trying to get some more people with hands on with it.
As they say about DJI, we're the beta testers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been tested and they use it over there, but those people are satisfied with its current quality. They're always going to keep iterating on it too. So,
Well, yeah, hopefully.
steady and let it be. Yeah,
Instead of printing, what is this? Instead of printing, see, I don't understand any of this. I don't understand any of this.
the STL file is is basically the whole file, and you make it an STL.
I was waving at Mark because he said happy hi, Bill, Dale, John, Andrew, John. Because there's two Johns here, so I don't know which one is the older John, the capital John, or is the younger John the capital John, or is it based on who has the larger YouTube channel? I don't know. No, I'm not trying. I'm just curious. My brain works in strange ways. Let's see. What did he say? I missed all this. Any subject y'all want to talk about? Wait a minute, Jim. I can expect your tick. Oh, we were talking about this before we went live. Super Bowl. What was your favorite commercial? I already told him what mine was. What's
and
your favorite
I
commercial?
didn't watch it, so I didn't have anything to contribute.
It's like I told him, if something cool was going on, my wife would yell at me and go, "There's something happening," and so I'd come in and look for a minute. But most of the time, I'd go in and watch the commercials. And the only commercials that really stuck in my head, excuse me, man, Kung Pao's getting me, was the Dun Kings commercials. Ben Affleck doing the Dun Kings commercials, and Duncan's going to be making a ton of money off of those, because they even have a drink. It's, what is it? You have to order. He told them how you had to order it something. They actually have a drink, and then there's one. What was it? Hell, shit. Like I was telling you, there's one where they actually go in and they're going to audition for Jennifer, because he's all thug and he's in the car and they're getting there and he's like, "She showed up at my work, man. Now I'm gonna show up at hers." And then they go in, and I've forgotten the part of it. He does a rap or something at the end of it, and then Matt has to come out and go, "Aren't those donuts terrific?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, man." And he's just shaking his head, and he's like, "Man." But then I told you, like, the last part where they're walking up the hill, and he goes, "You remember when I told you I'd do anything for you? This is anything." But anyway, yeah. I didn't watch the first half hardly at all. I watched the last of the game because it was a knockdown, drag out fight. But I did see the weird. There was a couple of things that went on that were strange, and I don't know how the hell it couldn't have had anything to do with the overtime rules. Because I noticed there was one time that what's his name? The Kansas City quarterback. He ran. It was right after Kelsey got a first down. Then it was first down, and he ran for 3 yards, and it should have been second down and like 7. But magically, it was first down and 10. Okay, which was really, really weird. That nothing happened on TV. Nobody said anything about it. None of the announcers said anything about it. It just happened. It was really, really strange. And then hey, Andrew, it's Valentine's Day. They're out with their women. Anyway, so and then there was another one where Kansas City had run out of bounds like 2 or 3 times, but the clock just kept on running. It never stopped. And I'm like, that's what? Huh? Maybe I couldn't figure out how only a timeout supposedly, I guess, could stop the clock. Because I even pointed it out to my wife. There was more than one weird thing that happened in the game. But supposedly they tried to tell us at the end of regulations that there were brand new overtime rules that had never been used before, but just for the Super Bowl. Wait a minute, Justin, did you tell Bill what printer to buy? No, he did not. Mike is who told me about Bamboo. You know, Mike is Night Train's who sold me on Bamboo. So if you want to go say anything, Night Train was who sold me on Bamboo. But it, like I said, it may be like John said, it may be June because he said they have to get him they have to give you a whole new board and or just a new cable. Because apparently it was something to do with the cable. I don't know if there's a short in the cable that dislodges during shipping or what. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes. That's right. Oh, for now. What's going to take its place? Let's see. What have I watched? Has anybody here, I know this is just like a Squirrel Madness night too. Has anybody here seen The Bricklayer?
The Bricklayer?
The Bricklayer. It just came out last Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. It's got Aaron Eckhart in it. And he plays like this retired CIA badass. But now he's retired, so he lays bricks all the time. You know, because it keeps him calm, and he gives this big philosophical story about bricks, right? And of course, one thing leads to another. The world is in danger, and they got to bring him out of retirement. And you should see the way that man uses a trowel. It's pretty badass. Anyway, so just to let you know. Wait a minute. It's Max Vic's favorite. Well, I saw he was busting on Max earlier, but I thought they were just picking at each other. Oh, it looks cool.
Forgot I had that.
Is that your printer?
Yeah, on the Ender 3.
Ah, he has an Ender 3. I don't have an Ender. But is it not difficult to set up and dial in and get it to print properly?
This nut, my son printed so that the squirrel could have an acorn.
Oh, very cool. Well, it looks pretty clean, too. It doesn't look like it had any problems with it coming out.
I mean, if you looked at it, you could see, some lines and stuff, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I see that. But really and truthfully, I've seen some much worse prints. I've seen much worse prints that people say, "Oh, that's acceptable. That's acceptable." You'd be like, okay, how do I make the rest of it? I wouldn't mind the Beekeeper, but they wanted you to pay $20 to rent it, and I'm not going to rent the damn thing for $20 when I could pay like $5 more and own the damn thing. You can rent it for $19, and you get it for one, maybe two viewings, or you pay $24.99 for it, and it's yours digitally forever. That's what I want to do. Anyway, that's what me personally. But anyway, the Bricklayer was along the same lines, yes. But he's nowhere near as badass as Statham. But he's pretty cool for an old guy. He does kick some ass for an old guy. So I'm just saying it's worth a watch. Let's see, what is it? Why am I? Look at this. It's like, it was highlighting in a weird way. Because when I did this, it was like off to the side, like blown up in a big bubble. Weird. I have no doubt that the Beekeeper is badass. I know it's available to rent. I do not want to rent it. That's what I'm trying to say. Bamboo. Is that the mini? Oh yeah, is that carbon? Is that the carbon? I was thinking about asking for this as a combination Valentine's anniversary gift. And I don't think a $1,400 printer that's the size of this, I'm going to be able to convince my wife, yeah, baby. Oh, no, that's just for this. I still need other stuff to make it work. How much you going to spend on that? Only $20 a roll. How many rolls do you need? 4? And how long will that last you? 2 weeks?
I got a little thing to share, Bill, if you want to big screen this. This is something that I had worked on in the past, but I'm working on it more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all the DJI drones and their models.
Oh, wow.
Right
Spreadsheet?
now, spreadsheet, yeah, and their features. And right now it goes all the way to BW. So that's almost 50 drones. And that I didn't include like all the sub packages and stuff, like you look at Air 2S here, Air 3, Air 2, Mavic Air. But like I didn't go into like separate bundles with the DJI RC versus N1 controller. I still got more to do to it, but
Wait a minute. What's this? If you figure out how to do that, please share. Wait a minute. What did I miss? Oh, the one that who wants? You want to know about what printer? Wait a minute. I heard testicles. We're going for like 50,000. Is that on the black market, Justin? My testicles are so nice and responsive. I get 50,000 each.
yeah.
You ever heard of Bull Boss? Ain't got nothing on me. I don't know where the hell this shit's coming from. Left field. Oh, I guess I could pull this down so people are like, what's Bill doing?
Swearing.
Yeah, we said it was going to be my furry Valentine because it was supposed to be me, Dale, and Caleb. Exactly like it was like 3 weeks ago. When that was so funny.
Why didn't you pull up your outfit, Bill?
I don't want too many people to know. I get extra money the less people that know.
Your furry outfit?
Yeah, my furry outfit. Where is? Let's see. Caleb, did you die? Oh, wait. He's online. Watch this. So in case y'all are wondering, I'm sending Caleb a message saying, what happened? He's like, man, it's Valentine's Day.
They probably went down to one ferry.
I know. They gave him an inflatable raft and a paddle.
For those of you guys who don't know, in the Northwest area, they usually have two ferries. They go back and forth. But our ferry system sucks so bad that half the time there's a ferry that breaks, and then you only have one going back and forth, so it takes twice as long.
I'm not. I'll have to admit, and I hate to do this particular thing because I normally don't like to, but I'm not happy with our legislature right now either. It's like we vote for something and they go, no. I'm like, what?
That's okay. They're increasing the property tax in the state.
I know.
They voted at it. It's like, really?
Yeah. And I go, wait a minute. What about your constituents? What? What? What?
Let's raise property taxes.
And I'm like, we've got so many hidden taxes everywhere else. County tax, town tax, locality tax, restaurant tax, garbage tax. I'm just like, I felt like in Virginia, it was like usually, you had a town tax and then you had a state tax. But most of the time, like when I was really young, it was just a state tax. There was no, and now it's like everything's getting taxed.
Well, a lot of people think the sales tax is the regressive tax, right? It affects the poor unproportionally because they still have to pay it no matter what,
Just buy cheaper products. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Well,
they tax the hell out of pot. They tax the hell out of pot.
But the the feds get to see that money. It's all cash, no banks.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that, but we're definitely off the range now, folks.
Yeah. Until the feds change the rules and legalize it.
I don't know. I think there's too many heads butting there. I think there's too many petrochemical companies and too many clothing companies and too many that are like, no. We don't want you to start really figuring out what that thing can do. We've got too many synthetics that we need you to buy.
Yeah, that's why hemp was killed, right?
Yeah,
for the longest time.
Yeah,
it was buried by the people who were making synthetics.
Yeah, I mean, and like what was it back in? Was it World War I or World War II? Like the whole U.S. was covered with hemp fields. Yeah, two. Yeah, it was just. I think
after two is when it changed.
Yeah, but they were everywhere, man. But now it's like, nope. And I'm like, well, it's like if we can't make that's okay. Thank you. I'm getting back to my earlier rant. Something I've noticed, and I hope you all have noticed too, and I'm really afraid it's about to happen. How many years do you think we're away from having to pay-per-view for every single sporting event of the pro variety that we want? And then college basketball be right behind that. I don't think we're far from. You got to pay for each single Seahawks game you want to watch. You have to pay to watch it on a private feed. I considering what they did with the Super Bowl, they were like testing the waters to see, okay, how many people watched on Paramount Plus who are paying subscribers? How many people watched on Nickelodeon, all this stuff. So they're really hoping that a lot of people watched it in 4K on Paramount Plus. At least that's what I think.
Was it only on Paramount Plus then, or was it in other places?
No, it was in other places. But as far as I know, CBS was only broadcasting it. That was one place you could get it in 4K, and then you had to have your local network had to be set up to actually stream the broadcast in 4K because CBS was going to to broadcast it in 4K. So I understand.
So you could watch it on CBS.com.
Don't know. But I do think that it was mostly done on the Paramount network. That the biggest end of it, the Super Bowl, normal British television.
Huh.
Cool. I did know. Okay, I did. That's true. I did notice that when we were watching the CBS feed as opposed to the Paramount Plus feed, that there was roughly a 5 seconds difference. I did. Now that he said that, I didn't notice that. But direct, so you get the I don't know, on time stream, I guess. But I guess what I'm trying to say is everybody remembers when Elon bought Twitter, right, and changed it to X, right, and then you had to pay $8 a month to get verified and get your blue check. But now there is X Plus or whatever the hell it is. So you got to pay $15 a month to be anointed as a Plus subscriber. But I'm noticing this is happening with a lot of these people, man. Like we've got Amazon who now suddenly says, hey, this was a perk for you being an Amazon member. But now we've decided you've got to pay to get rid of your commercials because we need more money. Okay, and then you got and Netflix or them are already like this. You've got to pay for a non-subscription, a non-commercial. And I'm like, well, why the fuck did we ever leave regular TV? So everybody's was saying, well, eventually we'll just make another big circle and we'll come right back to cable, which is seeming like that's a possibility now. And yes, I've thrown it out there. What do you all think?
I think it'll all be on demand, but yeah, commercials, you're gonna have to pay to not have commercials, kind of like I do for YouTube.
That's crazy though. Why don't we need some? Because public television is pretty much dead, isn't it? It's not like you remember back in the old days when you could actually, even in Marion, Virginia, we had a station that we could go to and actually put on a show if you were willing to pay. I think it was like $15 for an hour at that point in time. It was a long time ago. But yeah, you could actually, and you could come in there and play music or talk about Dungeons and Dragons or whatever the hell you wanted to, for the local TV. I have antennas on the TV to watch local news. Yeah, but I'm thinking, what they made Twitter so hard to use, I had to walk away even when I wanted to use it. I don't. The only thing I look at Twitter for now is to throw an occasional YouTube link and to see if there's any drone rumors. Oh, that's something else. Hey, here's a question. Dale, do you have any theory on what might be the next DJI product?
The next DJI product?
Yeah.
All right, well, Abatas went on sale. FPVs went on sale and essentially are non-existent now. Mini 4, just let's see, where's my chart here? Insight. So you went from the the Mini 2 to the Mini 2 SC from 2020 to 2023. So 3 years actually on that. But you went from May 20. Oh, that's for the Pro. So you went from December 2022 to September, not even 9 months for the Mini 4 Pro.
I don't know what he's talking about.
The months. You went from December of 2022 is when the Mini 3 Pro came out.
Not you. I was talking about what Caleb was talking about. I kept up with you, but he put this. I don't know what uBlock Origins is. Finish eating and tell us what the hell you're talking about. I don't know either. Yeah, this is. I know this is. We're going to try to rein it in next week. I'll see. When is it? I found out Monday, this past Monday, that I have to go in on Thursday, March 14th, and they're going to give me a new belly button and take out the umbilical hernia, and they have found some kind of something in. He said it looks like my small intestine is pushing into a portion of my larger intestine, and there's a shadow there, and they really can't tell for sure what it is. And he's hoping it's not a tumor, so they're going to go in and check on the 14th. And he says it's going to be outpatient surgery. So
a month from now?
Yeah, a month from today. So that's kind of why I'm not really. I can't get organized, and I can't. I got that shit in my brain. The wife she's still struggling. She's, I love her to death. She's trying to go downstairs and do stuff because my health's not great, and so, but she's still not 100%. She's maybe about 70% now, but she's pushing through. So I'm just, my brain's not really working. I've tried to get myself out. I know I'm giving like a boo. I'm not trying to do that, but I've tried to make myself go out and fly. Like today, I had time that I could have went out on the deck and flown any of the drones, and I just couldn't make myself do it, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because, I don't think it's because I've flown in the backyard 9 million times and taken pictures 9 million times. I don't think that's what it is. I don't know why. I mean, still love my drones. I love the equipment and everything. I love fiddling with that and learning about it. And I actually updated the firmware, but I can't figure out why I can't. I can't figure out why. It used to be I could just, jump right out the door, and I'd be flying something. It's an ad blocker. Okay. For some strange reason, it's not propagating the chat. I'm actually having to scroll down to get it to come up. Get deep. What was it? Oh.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm in trouble now.
You're in trouble now, huh?
Yeah, for my wife's gift.
Oh, you got buzzed. It wasn't as cool a gift as you thought, huh?
Well, she just sent it to the family group chat.
Oh wow! This is my
Look
Valentines.
what Dale got me today.
Yeah. Thank you. It's like, honey, I got you a new set of cookware. Really? Did you not understand all the hints I gave you about gold necklaces, and you give me cookware? I guess you're hungry, right?
My wife wants a kitchen.
Yeah, my wife wants a kitchen too. Because she's already like, well, a new garbage disposal is this much. A new range is this much. Okay, we need new cabinets. And she's like, got it already itemized out. And she goes, I just don't know about labor yet. I will check into that. And I'm like, okay.
At least she's doing the work for you there.
Yeah, well, this is like, I just have to agree. Okay. Got it. Sounds like you're getting bored.
You need $60,000, Bill.
Oh, wait. Sounds like you're getting bored like all the people who aren't watching drone videos on YouTube anymore. Oh, listen at the comedian from the keyboard. Come in here and take your punches like everybody else.
Bill, do you have a Nevada?
No, I do not have a Nevada.
You need an FPV drone. And that'll bring the fun back to it.
My biggest issue is this: I have pretty severe motion sickness.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
A Nevada?
And no, I have never tried a Nevada. But what I'm trying to say, I need a new kitchen. Now I have a Mini 4. I already have a Mini 4. I was well, did that work for you? I will ask that. Did it work for you? If
The
it did, that's cool.
the motion sickness, like I tried it on the FPV drone, and I tried using the app, and I got sick immediately. Like, but if I fly it as a drone, and I'm sitting down, I have no problems.
Okay. So if you're saying if I fly it like a camera drone, I'm cool. But if I start doing crazy
No, no,
shit,
no,
then
no,
I'm
no. Just don't do it with software. Is what I'm getting at. But if you, the nice thing about the Avata or even the FPV, if you're flying it live,
I
not
get
through
what
some
he's
thing.
saying. He's saying just use a screen. Like
No, no,
use
no,
my
no.
phone.
You still use the goggles.
That's what Caleb's trying to say though. But
Uh,
I've used box goggles before on old
yeah,
analog
no,
stuff.
no, no, no. Yuck, 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 yuck.
And but if I push through, I can. But it's been a long time. But I've got this issue now that, what is it? That little ball or whatever that keeps your balance right. That mine's not lodged right, but because
Your
of all
bone.
my spinal issues and stuff, they won't do all the twisty, turny, crazy stuff I need to do to get it to drop back into place. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Because like every couple of weeks, I'll get these really funky dizzy spells. Like if I look up or if I look down too long, and the doctor's pretty much like, oh, well, whatever. I don't know what the name of it is or whatever. Oh, you're such and such is dislodged. You need to, and then when I'm like, well, I need to do this, and they go, looking at your issues with you bending your neck, and you got the herniated disc in your neck, and you got the stenosis of your lower spine and your neck. We shouldn't really do that. If it gets really severe, go to the emergency room. It's like their answer for everything. If you think you're going to wreck your car, go to the emergency room.
I just think that I thought about it too, like it not cause motion sickness, but in real life type of stuff, it's not the same. Like the FPV and whatnot.
And she was happy with it. That was her Valentine's gift with a snowblower. Okay, well, I guess if she needed to get out and go places to work, then goggles don't bother me. It says I'm unbalanced already. Yes, I totally, and see Andrew saying emergency room is always a fix. But that's what the doctors tell you here. That's what the doctors like to tell you here. Now, okay, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. But in the meantime, you can always go to the emergency room. What they tell you is you're walking out the door. It's like, we're going to take care of this, but in the meantime, you can always go to the emergency room if it gets worse. Well, thank you for that vote of confidence. I'm still trying to figure out how comfortable and how happy I am with the doctor, because it was so funny. First off, he looks at me and goes, "Okay, why do you think you're here?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm hoping you're about to tell me about my CT scan and whether or not you're going to take the hernia out." And he was like, "Okay, that sounds good."
We'll get that hernia butt.
And then, yeah, that was because he blew right past the hernia, right? He blew right past it and was like, it's like, yeah, see, Dale sent a message to Caleb, "Get in here quick. Bill's talking about his surgery. He's killing everybody."
Emergency room's always the fix. There you go.
Go to the best doctor you can. Well, the sad thing is it depends on your insurance and how big your wallet is. No matter what doctor it is anymore. That's the problem.
You can live at your mom's house on welfare, and they'll take care of you.
Sorry, but my mom's been gone for about 25 years. Dad's been gone for about 18. So, can't live in their house. Next. Anyway, so he's like sitting here and he goes, "So, yep, we'll get the hernia out." And then he tells me about the dark spot and basically telling me that he doesn't know until he goes in and takes a look. And he sits there and he's going, I'm going to, you know, uh, I'm going to use a robot. What? So I'm like, okay, so kind of like pre-programmed. I said, like, what if my map ain't the same as everybody else's? So he's like, no, not like that. He said, I will still have control, but it won't be. No, I don't. Mother-in-law's gone too. Father-in-law's gone too.
Get a snake that goes in there.
Yeah, kind of. That's what I'm kind of getting. That's what it sounded like. Or maybe they're going to send in nanobots. Yeah, I'll be the first one. I'll be the $6.83 man. Oh God. Okay, we need another subject. We're spinning our wheels because wait a minute, they don't take the hernia out. A hernia is a hole, which is usually the stomach wall poking through it, and they push it back in and then sew it up. Sometimes, ooh, yeah, okay, yep, that's exactly what he explained to me. Thank you, but he didn't explain it that way. Now that you've said it like that, I understand what he was saying to me, because I just kind of was looking at him going,
Now, hopefully, they don't have a recall on the mesh that they use.
Yeah, hopefully.
That happened to my brother. So they had to go in there like 10 years later. Oh, there's a recall on that. We got to replace it all.
Oh my God! Now you're telling me horror stories.
It's like those wisdom teeth, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get your teeth pulled. Definitely. Oh yeah, I got mine pulled, and my son woke up at 4 a.m. throwing up all over the crib. At 7 o'clock, I went and got my wisdom teeth pulled.
Wait a minute, let me do that.
The next day, I came down with a fever.
Well,
and dry socket.
Well, that was what. See, normally that was another thing that was strange. Yes, I know we're not talking about drones or technology, but that's basically because there's not shit going on. Dale's got the Soten drone. He's already told you about it. That's pretty much it. I was like, what do you think the next DJI product is? I don't know what to say.
I think it's a new FPV drone.
Smaller than the Avata, or
no, like Avata. Like I think. I don't think they're going to do another potato, but maybe they are.
So you think there's not really going to be an Avata 2, more like an FPV 2?
No, like an Avata 2.
Oh, okay.
And maybe they add more features so there's better penetration. Maybe you can fly it indoor more. I don't know.
Smaller, or
lights that can go on it, so they can put lights on it and a longer flight time.
Watch this. I'm gonna go. So
maybe even quieter.
Here we go. I'm gonna do this again.
I don't know how they make it quieter though. Because all those FPVs.
Is it quiet? I think I heard. It's been a while. Don brought his. He got it right after they came out when we all flew over near.
Well, I got to tell you.
Look at this. He's typing all this shit, and he won't come in and tell us.
I like flying. I fly a lot of technical stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Right. And for me, it's like I kind of get bored of the technical stuff. And so then I turn around and we got the Avata, and I'm like, this is a great drone. If I could I just want to stop at the creek, go over there and fly it for 15 minutes, or if I'm driving down the road. And that a lot of my, some other people I know who fly FPV drones, that's what they said. They just carry it around in the car. If they're driving, stop here, do a 10, 15 minute flight. They got a little bit of a fix, and then they go to the next thing or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I can see that. Makes sense now. So I sent Caleb multiple links. Another one in the chat, and another one in his personal chat. So I'm like, but here's the thing. Now I'm confused because they mention more than just the umbilical hernia. And so I'm wondering, are they all like connected? And he's just going to poke them all back in? Or what? Because when Caleb said that one about coming through the balls, I'm thinking, well, there's some stuff, pulling on my sides over there. And according to the CT scan, it says there's something over there. So I'm curious between now and then if I should call the doctor back and be like, yeah, exactly, Andrew, tell him. See?
They'll take a look at everything.
He's like, we're spinning our wheels here. But it's not, it's just like, what can you tell? Okay, I guess the benefits or the pros of being a 107 pilot and the cons of being a 107 pilot, as opposed to the pros of being a recreational pilot and the cons of being a recreational pilot. Now, a few years ago, it used to be cool to be a recreational pilot, but now it seems like it's less and less you're able to be a recreational pilot. So that's something to, I don't know, discuss, throw out there.
Hey, how about this? Did I tell you we're moving?
Yeah, you said you were moving the shop, right?
Not too far away, but still in Centralia, away from traffic and everything else.
See. Who you calling? Oh, it's not me. It's oh, he says, well, I answer the phone. We answer the damn phone. No, man, no, I'm slow. I can't do that. Actually, it's something that requires a more interactive situation. So my wife took care of it. But we get 3 of them, sometimes 4 of them a night. Like kick you. Hell yeah, man. You trying to get me to kick off my dial up? My AV Mux light speed special at 56K.
Was that a 14-minute till you're live?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like max headroom. Oh, so wait a minute. Max is naked. So I guess that means you're invisible since you're clear. On that, how much bronzer do you have on this week? Oh, that's something I want to see. Thank you, Brain, for farting like that and making me say it. Don't moon Jasper. Leave the dog out of this. I want to see the Iron Claw.
Love.
The Iron Claw. You know the one about the Von Erich wrestling family? No. You don't know wrestling? Okay. Anyway, basically, they basically, for years, they said the family was cursed because there's like, yeah, it sounds, Philly Drone Life is giving up flying. Oh, you're kidding.
We already had 30 minutes of talking about that, Curtis.
Well, he just got home from dropping off his last load of gas.
I'm so sorry.
Have gas, we'll travel. Oh, I was just making a joke. I know you're not clear, Max. Me, personally, I'm clear. If I go outside, I can't even now because of the antibiotics I have to take because I'm older and my skin doesn't like the sun. I have to wear like hats and even in the middle of winter so that I don't screw up my skin. And I have to.
So you're not going to Florida?
No, not anytime soon. I couldn't go this year anyway because I'm having surgery the 14th of March. I have a 6-week recovery window, so no.
When is aren't you getting your back fixed too?
And neck.
That's what I meant, your neck.
Well, neck and back. Neck first, then back. Then after all that's done, then they're going to rebuild this shoulder. Yay! I'm going to be the titanium screw kid.
Cyborg Bill.
Yeah. And all my body parts will start slapping the shit out of me. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Did you update your firmware, Bill?
yeah, exactly. Stop hitting yourself. So what happened with Mikey? Mikey can no longer fly drones. Period. But the thing about it is we don't know. It's okay. It's all civil. And then Dre was pointing out earlier that everything from the FAA is civil, and it would take him blatantly breaking the rules, like they're saying he's done up to now anyway, before he, they're just going to keep finding him and finding him and finding him if he keeps flying them. But supposedly he's told everyone he's selling his drones once and for all.
And if he doesn't pay, though, then that's when they could take it to a criminal court for not paying.
Yes, I take vitamin D, and I take doxycycline on a low dose. Uh, yep. Mine they call it. It's called stenosis of the spine, and it's kind of like when the bone grows around the spinal cord and like squeezes it, so some stuff kind of short circuits and doesn't work properly. So they're gonna apparently shave all that out and make a little bit more room. And then up here, he's gonna take out the herniated disc in my neck and put titanium screws in it, so that, like, I guess when I fade away to Epiphany, I'll have like a little bit of a Terminator neck that'll only be the thing that lasts. With the baby, cool. Be like, look, the first attempt at a Terminator. Hey, Caleb, how you doing? Happy Valentine's Day.
So I might have got myself in trouble with losing some money. I prepaid for a fishing trip.
Oh.
For a 50% deposit, and we went and just found out this week that company is no longer in business, and they took the money right before they shut everything down.
Wow, that's
slimy. Trying to file it with my credit card and get money back, but that was back in September. But
that's the new thing to do nowadays, man.
They shut down in like October or November or something like that.
Well, it's like what we were talking about earlier. It's like for today only, $4 off the plus more membership, and come in next week on this channel and we'll have the plus minus plus minus plus instant replay for only $49 more a month. I literally don't know how many subscriptions I have to what. Oh, micro drones?
These shades were from the Autel Kuker Rankin event that I went to. They were in the grab bag, the little goodie bags you get. So they're probably like $2 shades. They're the best fitting shades I've ever had in my entire life. They're the only ones that like fit my head type for some reason. It drives me nuts.
No, Curtis, you missed it earlier when I had my dramatic moment when I was explaining, like, I can't make myself fly. I literally will look outside and go, it's pretty, there's clouds in the sky, I should go fly, I should go fly, I should go fly. And then I'll do something else, and then I'll do something else, and I'll do something else. And I go, okay, it's still kind of decent outside, I can go fly. And then I'll do something else, and I'll do something else. And I just ain't flying, and I don't know what it is. I just, it's not, I'm not consciously forcing myself not to, I'm just not doing it, and I don't know what it is.
You've brought up so many issues about drones at this point that you're intrinsically, subconsciously scaring yourself out of flying. Or it's just that it's your house. I've flown there once and I'm already bored of it.
True, yeah. That's like I was saying to Dale. I've flown in my backyard like so many times. But
you gotta have something interesting to shoot,
I have
open up a couple of windows and then get the Avada and fly through the house.
Yeah, open up a couple of windows. It's mindset. You need Angel to assist. Angel is sick. Hopefully Angel's feeling better. Hope you feel better, bud. We miss you. Plus it's cool, it's Valentine's Day. Chuck is, people were asking about why the panel's not so big and boisterous this week, because everybody's out doing stuff with their Valentines. My wife and I ordered in. She's not feeling 100%, so we're staying here. But no, Angel is under the weather. Or he's actually, his FPS is even below the standards needed to come live on EVMux.
I got my wife a vacuum, so I'm sleeping here at the shop.
Yeah, she came in and took the second half of his food. Herman saying, hey, Curtis Dart. But yeah, did you send him the Channel 6 news link about Philly? Because he does. He starts out as Mikey, and he's very humble, and he's very quiet. And then about, I don't know, a third of the way through, he goes full-blown Philly. And then he realizes what he's doing, and then he backs off, But I'd heard a bunch of different stuff, and I want the best for Mikey and Curtis. I think you could probably get a hold of him. You know, tell him we're thinking the best of him, but don't do any more stupid shit. And try to, you know, listen to people this time. But yeah, supposedly I'm hearing that he is getting rid of. What is that?
We did a flight club at the college today, and we tried to lay
Oh.
down and do a thermal heart
That's
with the thermal drone.
cool. It's close.
It kind of worked.
Kind of work. Yep. To the Channel 6 thing. I posted it in here once. Let me get it. Hang on. And I need the Channel 6 one. Where's the one? Lawrence was the one that hooked me up with the channel because he was actually on the Channel 6 news.
Was there more than one ferry today?
They went down to one ferry for a while, but I just missed one. And then I was trying to go pick up food, but it's like an hour wait time everywhere because 5 o'clock on Valentine's Day.
You know what it was? You know what it was? Everybody went, ain't that Caleb? Yeah, tell him we only got one ferry and he missed the last one.
I had to take an earlier ferry to get out there this morning because the 1:30 wasn't running. I get to the ferry, now the 1:30 is running.
Oh.
As usual, the woman doing the interviewing didn't do any research and said that there were two types of flyer, recreational, and one that had a commercial license instead of a 107.
So do you guys remember it was last year or maybe 2 years ago, there was the incident in Florida where they did this big report and they had showed this reporter going out and said that this lady called in the police and this guy was spying, using his drone to spy into their house, and they're peeking at, and what they did, this is the bad part, is they showed the drone. It was an M210 with a Z30 and a thermal camera staring at the freaking light pole and the power transformers, right?
Yeah, that shit. Kansas City
And then
was crazy.
what they did was the reporter took his Mavic 2 drone and flew it like right over her deck and went up and down looking in the window and stuff, and that's what they were showing. And I'm like, oh man, that made me hot. I wrote that newscast. I'm like, you guys can't do that. You're manipulating the news, trying to make something out of it that wasn't. It was a guy working for the Florida Power and Light and doing work. And this person was just freaked out because there was a drone in the air.
I really and truthfully, okay, here we go. We're going off the range again. I really and truthfully don't know of any news media that you can trust anymore. It's like, I can believe about 25% of that. I can believe about 35% of that. I can believe about 45% of that, but the rest of it seems like bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's hard to figure out and then we got all the other bullshit with the deep fakes and, you know, phone calls and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, hell, I don't know. I might wake up one morning and realize, not even know I got goggles on and think I'm in Hawaii. And then next thing I know, I feel a plug in behind me and all the aliens are using me for a battery.
Oh, no, those are the Apple headsets.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be down. I like Hawaii.
Yeah. As long as they just leave me there. And then give me all the shit that I want. What was it? Like
For all you know, Bill, that's actually just you waking up. We're in the simulation right now.
True. But earlier I was talking...
Ready Player One or The Matrix or Sliders.
Ready Player One, and they're trying to push, like, with all these freaking, you know, pay for your ads, pay for no commercials, it's the pure fucking O2 from Ready Player One. It's
I
pure
brought
O2.
up to 86% of a user's vision before
Yeah.
causing seizures.
Yeah. I was like, Jesus. And we've already done the rant about how, you know, football is going to be all pay-per-view. Basketball, you're going to pay for damn basketball games. It's going to be like, oh, we're going to give you the view like you're there at the game, so you got to pay for it. You got to pay for it. So, I mean, it's like anything and everything that they can charge us for.
I'll see you guys later. Now
Wait a minute. Hey, you can go fly outside and talk to people and see what they think of your drone.
Like King?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
of
like
course,
drone.
you know we already talked about Philly drone life, and or about Philly no drone life,
Oh, I
oh,
knocked
no
out my
longer
camera.
drone life. Wait a minute.
I was trying to one up you and pull out my Oculus headset, but the wire got cut and I knocked out my camera.
Whoops.
Everybody just freeze.
I already did. I'm really good at it.
Really? See, I'm a great ventriloquist too. You can't see my mid flute either, can you?
Can't see how let's do it?
We're strange. We're very strange here. We actually went from 15 to 27 viewers. Somebody started spreading word. Quick! Bill's having a nervous breakdown. No, he's trying to think what the fuck to talk about. And it's like there's not really anything to talk about in the drone.
Hey, Bill.
What?
You know, on Amazon,
Yes. Just one time
they
on
sell
Amazon.
they sell self-surgery kits. You can save some money.
And I can live stream it too. What happened to Bill? He gave me.
I practiced it.
Say, here comes the hernia now. Don't take it out. Don't take it out.
Stitch it back up.
Shit, I ran out of thread. Where's the staple gun? Dale unfroze. Yes, Dale unfroze. But Dale and I were pretending to freeze. Caleb has left the building.
He probably has to pull off and then come back. Pull out.
Just
and
use
come
duct
back.
tape and fiberglass mesh.
Hey, on Ready Player One though, you got to have that big chair that the boss man has, so you get the full immersion.
What's your what's the password and everything right over here? Now, that was cool. But did you what screwed up? Who was it? It was just like 2 days ago. They have that damn omnidirectional floor now. I can't remember what company it was. I don't know if it was Google or Microsoft, but they came out with that damn omnidirectional.
Well, they have. My uncle's actually got a cat VR, which is one of those ones where you stand on and you got the whole sliding thing and do the VR stuff.
But this was just like a couple of days ago.
I did see it. It was like completely flat, like a 4x4 floor.
And they said that that multiple people could walk on it, and it would support each of those people doing whatever they were doing. Can't remember who. I can't remember if it was Google or if it was Microsoft.
What's for dinner, Caleb?
Salad and sushi.
Ooh.
So like pokey?
Yeah, kinda. That does. Yeah.
Crispy crunchy roll. Crab.
Oh,
I haven't had sushi in a week. Ooh.
I got teriyaki chicken and Mongolian beef.
Nice. I'll go on a little Asian tonight. That's cool. Did you see the Disney floor that they got?
Was that who it was? It was a Disney?
That might be what you're talking about. Yeah, it's completely omnidirectional, like no matter where you are.
Yeah. No matter. Yeah.
Because there's like millions of little rollers all over the floor, basically.
Yeah,
that was
here it
pretty
is.
cool,
Disney
actually.
research, new tech revealed. Disney, and it's literally it's on YouTube. Ooh, why
Mute.
can I not get this page?
That guy.
Why is this?
Sorry, I
page-
froze. I read Andrew's comment. My brain blanked on the idea of me even thinking about buying an Apple headset. I would buy it to put it on fire and make an Apple cobbler out of it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, the guy that invented that floor, he invented those extending lightsabers they have now too. And
Those
apparently
are
he's
dope.
the only person since Walt Disney himself to be put in like their Inventor Hall of Fame or something like that.
Good high blood pressure monitor for home use. No, they put me on. What is it? I'm on. No, I'm on cholesterol meds. Never mind, wrong thing. I'm on cholesterol meds, not high blood pressure. And I'm on atorvastatin. Whatever. Yeah. for my cholesterol. But this is, did I post it? Yeah, I posted the
You
link.
just need
That
the
is the floor.
blood pressure monitor.
What is his name? Lanny Smoot, the Disney research fellow and Imagineer behind the mind-blowing special effects like Madame Leota float inside the Haunting Mansion. And yeah, our state-of-the-art Star Wars lightsabers is being included in the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Lanny is the first Disney Imagineer to receive this prestigious recognition. Only the second individual from the Walt Disney Company to be included, the first being Walt Disney himself, honored posthumously for the multi-pane camera. Very cool. But yeah, that link shows you the floor. And like you said, it's just all these little tiny things. And they were talking about how you can, like, have 4 and 5 people on a section and they can all still, walk. Like they can go, one person can go walking over here and then somebody else can walk. And like they won't bump into each other and it cause an issue, apparently, I guess what he's trying to say. Right? What was Mark saying?
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
I'm on meds, but it ain't working. Are you watching your diet? Because I know they really crawled. Like every now and again I can splurge, but I have to stay on a high fiber diet.
But food is so good.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. And wait a minute, and the food that's so good is so bad for our bodies. That's what sucks. Oh wow, it's bigger than I thought.
This is part of the makerspace, yeah.
That's what I said. It's a lot bigger than I thought, man.
Yeah, the beginning of this video is actually kind of a slower fly-through type thing.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see him putting that on the table till the last second, but I still made it.
Yep, I saw that.
I don't know how I did. Yeah, I didn't even know what that guy was doing. I was like, I see he's holding something.
This is analog, right?
Yeah, this is analog, which is why it's flicking so much. This is literally like my super, super old analog system from
I've seen much worse.
Yeah, I mean, this is $100 drone.
I've seen way much worse.
And honestly, most of the flickering is because of my headset, not the drone itself. Yeah. It's an old, like, DO7s or something.
How long? What's your flight time on that?
It's got an upgraded battery, upgraded motors, upgraded plugs. So I think I get about 5 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes with this little guy. And that's going like full tilt. I haven't actually ran it out of the battery since I upgraded them. Flying like normal.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, if you actually... See, there's the headset there. Just absolute crap.
Box goggles from hell, man.
Yep. Got diversity, though.
Yep.
And yeah, one of my motors is already going out. That's why I ordered new ones.
I can't solder worth a damn. So.
But yeah, this is what you need, Bill. You need to start flying around your house with one of these guys.
I have a Tiny Hawk 3.
Little 1-incher.
I mean, good video is crucial to having an enjoyable time.
Yeah. And my dogs get crazy over drones.
Right, I like that CNC machine.
Oh yeah, no, they got some good equipment. And this isn't even showing any of the side rooms or anything.
Definitely a nice place to create a new drone.
I've never actually flown a Nevada, Andrew, but I will say that I like the fact that this thing is like the size of less than the palm of my hand. I mean, I can take this thing places I would never take a Nevada.
Now, wait a second. Didn't you fly my Nevada at SATSIP?
I don't think I flew it at all. I think I just watched. I'm pretty sure.
I thought I let you fly that for a second. Maybe it was somebody else.
We talked about it, and I just didn't end up doing it. You did have somebody else flying a little bit.
Like that.
But yeah, this thing is just a lot of fun. You can just throw it around, bash it, 3D print all your new parts if you need. And yeah, it's a lot of fun just doing laps around this place.
See, that's something else I wonder about. He's talking about 6 months. I've been on my cholesterol meds for going on 2 years now, but my blood work, my cholesterol is like super low. So I'm like, so, but you're saying I have to continue these? And I'm like, oh, it's like on a loop, isn't it? Or is this the
Yeah,
same?
you can just turn this off.
Okay, cool. So here we go. We're talking about Curtis's health. And I'm sorry to hear about that, Curtis. Be careful and take care of yourself. Because I've noticed that the older I get, the more I realize
Oh.
my, what do I want
No.
to say? My lack. Wait a minute. What? I started having what?
Oh no, with the glitching, he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
At first, I thought he was saying he was having seizures because of that.
But no, mine's like 30 points below, 30 and 40 points below, what it was before. So I'm like, and she's like, yeah, just keep up the diet and keep taking the meds. And I'm like, so I take them forever? And she's like, yeah, probably. And I'm like, how much of a kickback do you get from that, man? It's, I hate that health is such a profitable business, That's what I was like, because that's the big thing is the older I get, the more I realize my mortality. And shit hurts worse when you wake up in the morning. But you notice that it didn't really, because see, this is something I noticed. There's something in my, what is it, pelvic bone that's some kind of one of those osteo whatever, and the bone has been replaced with some kind of facsimile bone that my body apparently made. So my hip hurt before, but nowhere near as bad as when they explained to me that my hip was fucked up. And I'm like, it didn't really. I woke up the next morning and it hurt like hell. It was like, hey, you know what this? Now you know what it is. It's really gonna hurt. I'm like, what the hell? I see, pain can change. Pain can change. Yes, pain can change blood pressure. I can't stretch. I'm not allowed to do. I'm not even allowed to take physical therapy because of how screwed up my neck is. I can't fly on a plane because of how hard it might hit when it comes down. And my doctor's one of these people that he's very, very blunt. He goes, I'm gonna tell you straight up, you're taking a hell of a risk driving a car, but it's up to you if you don't want to walk. So I'm like, it's not really registering in my brain yet to that point where I'm like, I would rather have the plumbing fixed first so that I can actually have pain pills when he does that. So we'll wait and see. Anyway, I keep going off on tangents. I've really squirreled the entire evening.
Bill, I gotta take off.
It's that time for everything. And next week will be something more original, I hope. And Caleb's like, oh, so we're leaving now? I get to finish my dinner?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here, Caleb and everybody. And I'm sure my wife's got some things to tend to. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I will definitely do my best to. Well, I don't know. What do you think for a show subject, Caleb?
I don't know. Hearts. Happy Valentine's Day.
That's what I'm trying to think of. Well, hopefully there'll be something interesting to happen in the drone and technology genre. Otherwise, it'll be another squirrel week next week, and we'll just talk about, well, we made biscuits.
I do have a meeting this weekend, so I'll have a lot more to say about the Northwest Drone Fest next week.
Very cool. So that's something that'll be great to talk about. All right. And I thank you very much for all you wild and crazy people, the 22 of you that stuck around this long and put up with us. And please, if you haven't already, give us a like and a thumbs up and share with any other crazy people that you might want to share with. Thank you, and join us next week. And it says, are you sure you want the end broadcast recording in broadcast press?